In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable and set up sprints in ClickUp. We'll start right inside your ClickUp workspace. Make sure you're in the correct workspace where your team collaborates, since settings here apply across the workspace. Look for the 3 vertical dots near the workspace name. Click those, then open Workspace Settings. This is where you control features that affect everyone in the workspace, so it's the right place to turn on sprinting. In the Settings sidebar, find ClickApps. ClickApps are ClickUp's modular features, and Sprints is one of them. Toggle on Sprints. If you don't see it, you may need admin access, or your plan might not include it. Once enabled, ClickUp will add sprint-specific options throughout your workspace, including sprint folders and sprint reporting. Next, create a sprint folder. This is a special folder designed to organize your sprints in one place. Click the option to create a new item and choose Sprint Folder. Give it a clear, recognizable name so your team immediately knows what it's for. Think along the lines of your project or team name rather than anything vague, so it's easy to find later and consistent with your naming conventions. You'll now choose a measure of effort. This tells ClickUp how you want to estimate and track work. Story points are great for agile teams that estimate relatively, while time estimates work well if your team tracks hours. Pick the one that aligns with how your team already plans work to keep reporting accurate. Set your sprint start day and sprint duration. The start day anchors your sprint calendar, so pick the day your team typically kicks off work. For duration, 1 or 2 weeks are most common. Choose the cadence your team can reliably commit to and review, and remember this can be adjusted later if your rhythm evolves. Before finishing, review automation and sprint settings. Automate sprints can create your next sprint automatically, close sprints on schedule, and move incomplete tasks forward so nothing gets lost. In sprint settings, confirm defaults like capacity, naming format, and whether tasks can span multiple sprints. Keep changes minimal at first, then refine as your team gains experience. That's it. You've enabled sprints, created a sprint folder, set up effort estimates, defined your sprint calendar, and tuned the key settings. From here, you can start planning work into your first sprint, confident your workspace is structured for clear iteration planning and reliable tracking.